car at a red light. You're sitting there thinking about your day, maybe what you're going to do tonight, flipping through the radio stations, minding your business. As you keep sitting there waiting for the green light, you look behind you in your mirror and you see a car flying over the hill behind you. You keep looking at the driver and you notice that the driver doesn't see you. As you sit there and you brace yourself for the impact, you are hit. But instead of flying through your windshield, you are thrust backwards into your seat. This kind of accident happens every day. I was in an accident once myself, and it was actually right on Swamp Road down here. And I wasn't driving, I was in the passenger side. And my friend backed up out of the driveway, and a huge truck flew around the corner and didn't see us. And the car was hit on my side, and the car spun around on the street. Now luckily no one was hurt, but I never forgot that day that I was wearing my seatbelt. Had I not been wearing my seatbelt, I probably would have flew into the driver and might have gotten hurt. So today, I'm going to persuade you into wearing your seatbelt, and I'm going to let you know what you can do to help. I did an audience analysis, and from that, 14 of you wear your seatbelt, and 1 of you does not. I then asked you how often you wear your seatbelt. 11 of you said all the time. 2 of you said most of the time. 1 of you said sometimes, and 1 of you said hardly ever. I then asked you if you were ever in a car accident. 12 of you said yes, and 3 of you said no. My next question was that while you were in this accident, had you been wearing your seatbelt? 9 of you said yes, 3 of you said no. And my last question was if you believe that wearing a seatbelt can save your life. 14 of you said yes, and 1 of you said no. 1 of you said that had you not been wearing your seatbelt, you would have hit your head on the steering wheel. TJ commented by saying that as a firefighter, he's seen a lot of seatbelts save lives. And Ingrid even commented by saying that a seatbelt saved her life. So it's very important. There's programs that are put into place so people wear their seatbelts. Click it or ticket, that's a big one. But from the articles I read on while researching, a lot of these are coming to an end, so they need to put new ones in to keep reinforcing it. According to Ray LaHood from an article called Seatbelt Enforcement Results in Fewer Deaths, laws vary greatly between different states, but overall trends indicate a stronger seatbelt enforcement results in fewer fatalities, with stricter laws resulting in more drastic decreases in death. The statistics tell us that the death rates are dropping from being in car accidents because people are wearing them. But still, Don Shishkin from an article called Buckle Up Hollywood says that data from federal government shows that more than 80% of us wear our seatbelts. But statistics also show that of the 30,000 plus people that were killed in auto accidents in 2004, 56% of them were not wearing their seatbelt. In another article, according to Gale Cengage Learning, their article is called Seatbelts. The most recent study estimated that 13,250 lives of passengers over the age of 4 were saved in 2008 by the use of seatbelts. An additional 4,152 lives may have been saved had their seatbelts been worn 100% of the time. In another article by Danielle E. Rober from an article called Seatbelts Reduce Highway Fatalities, when used properly, seatbelts reduce the risk of fatal injury in front seat vehicle occupants by 45%. She also says approximately 19% of motor vehicle occupants nationwide do not use their seatbelts. I will now tell you how you can make a difference. Every time you get in your car, wear your seatbelt. Every single time. It's simple, easy, and painless. The first thing you do when you get in, get yourself situated, get everything you get done, and put your seatbelt on. By wearing your seatbelt, you lower your risk of injury by 45%, and you are also helping to protect the other passengers in the car. I will now tell you how to visualize the positives of wearing your seatbelt. Every time you get in your car and you wear it, you help save your own life as well as someone else's life. If you are thrown from your seat, you not only are risking yourself getting hurt, but you're risking the other people in the car that you could be flying into and hitting them, and you could potentially kill somebody else that's in the car. Also, when other people get in your car, make sure that they put on their seatbelt. If somebody gets, that's the one rule I have in my car. You can do whatever you want in my car, but the second you get in my car, you put that seatbelt on, because I will not be responsible if I get in an accident if somebody gets killed. Because I don't want to walk around living with that for the rest of my life, and I imagine that none of you do too. So that's a good rule that I just keep for myself, that if you get in my car, you wear your seatbelt. And if you don't want to, then you can get out and walk. That's the end of the story. Also, if you have children, make sure that they wear them too. That's a big thing. A lot of kids die in car accidents of not wearing their seatbelts. And a good thing is, as soon as you have kids, make them get into the habit of wearing their seatbelt. That's what my mom did for us, and I didn't even think about it when I get in the car, because she instilled it in me so young in my life that now, as soon as I get in, that's the first thing I think about. I understand that there's reasons why people don't want to wear it. It's uncomfortable, it's inconvenient, but it's also inconvenient to go flying around through your car if you get in an accident. And also, like, if it's uncomfortable, like some people say, like the strap hurts their neck or anything. They have now in cars, you can just adjust it. You just push in the button and slide it down, and you can adjust it to however high you sit up. Right now, I'm going to show you a picture and then 2 videos of car accidents. This picture right here, I actually just found on Google, but it brought me to an article that was linked to an 18-year-old girl that was killed in a car accident. And these are her 2 friends. And they started this whole campaign for people to wear their seatbelts. And like their big thing was that you take a picture of you and your friend wearing your seatbelt. And they made their slogan was something like friends who click together, stick together, something like that. So this, like, it is like a really meaningful thing, and it is very important. The first video you're going to see is of a guy that gets in a car accident while he's not wearing a seatbelt and the car rolls. The second one is basically the exact same thing, with young kids, but these people are wearing their seatbelts. So we're going to watch the first one. That's what happens when your car rolls and you don't have your seatbelt on. You're flying around in there. I don't know if this guy lives or died, I'm not sure. People on there on YouTube said that he did die, but I'm not sure how valid that is. But you can see how dangerous it is when you're not wearing it and how vulnerable you are being you're in a machine and you're just flying around. So, and then we'll watch the second one. My point of showing these is, I think I can say as much as I want to persuade you, but actually seeing it for yourself, you're going to realize that the second video with the driver was wearing a seatbelt. Had he not, his head might have gone out that window and he might have been crushed as the car, was rolling. So that just goes to show it's really important to wear it because you don't know what's going to happen while you're driving. So, all right, slide off, please. So in conclusion, there are endless reasons to wear your seatbelt. The first is just getting in the habit of wearing it. And I hope today that I encouraged you to start wearing it, or if you do wear it, to continue to wear it. Just always remember to drive with precaution and just be safe and wear it.